Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means.
You know, what's hilarious about all this is that if people were to eat a proper diet, you'd be able to express higher order thinking.
Wait, what did you say? That's I was talking to my friend.
I said that if people understood the superior diet for human beings, they would be able to express higher order thinking.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What is that superior diet? That's what I want to know.
I'm not gonna tell you because you don't know even how to you don't know how to input, process, and output properly. You don't know how to think.
What do you mean? We're talking about Trump and how anarchism is one of the best political systems out there.
It's not a political system at all, jackass. Because all forms of politics are illegitimate.
Does that mean the bank is like
you don't know shit about banks. You don't know shit about banks and fractional reserve lending.
I'm trying to help you, like...
No, you can't help me at all, bud. Do you know what fractional reserve lending is? I mean, the fact that you try to legitimize banks in this argument shows your level of cognitive disability.
I'm just trying to get a grasp of what you're saying. I know. I just want to get on a grasp of what he's talking about. I have honestly no idea what he's literally saying.
It's like talking to someone from the 60s.
Well, I'm 25, so that's a compliment that I'll take.
I don't say that's how compliments work.
Well, from jackasses who can't think, sometimes you can extrapolate what they mean deep down. They're calling lies.
Hey, Harambe, can I ask you something?
Yeah, it might not warrant an answer, but sure.
Alright. So, like...
But before you ask, I'm going to chime in on Water Bottle's comment, because I don't eat any soy. Soy is not healthy.
Soy.
But tell me some place where people aren't paying income tax.
Well, I think that's a necessary sacrifice.
Communism?
It's not a necessary sacrifice. It's called immoral authority or slavery.
No, like my point of view is if you want public services for the weaker of society, you need to like pay.
That's socialism. That's the beginning of socialism.
Well, I'm not really a socialist, but at the same time, I have seen many.
Well, that's the first principle. That's the first principle of socialism. Take from the individual's rights to provide for the quote-unquote greater good. That's socialism, de facto.
Can you calm down? I'm not saying it's necessary.
It's the Jews, retard.
Easy fucking mute.
Yep, die motherfucker.
But that's the question. So wait. So can you not take like parts of different parts? Can you not take like a good part out of social and another part out of together?
No, it's a good thought. Actually, it's a good thought. It is a bit fallacious, like you realized right after you said it. But the happy medium is, yes, what we need to find, which would be anarchism.
Oh, and somebody wanted me to tell you, what's your opinion of slavery?
No gods, no masters.
It's always the Jews.
Government is slavery. And it's not always the Jews. It's the Roman Catholics, and it's the people out of Mecca, Saudi Arabia.
It's the slaves and the slave masters.
Yeah, they actually are. They're ruled by something called the involutionary force when you get to the top of the chain, which are the high priests in the old religion, or what has recently been coined Satanism, and they're ruled by the involutionary force. So take that to your indoctrinated fucking communist professors and ask them what they think about that.
In my country, communism is not really a thing because we're still trying to figure out.
Because it's already been proven to be evil, so people call it different things. Just like Trump. I mean, the Democrats are socialists, the Republicans are communists.
They're neocons.
Shapeshifters. They're shapeshifters.
They're neocons.
Exactly, they're neocon Trotskyites. Bingo. And they're not lizards or reptilians, they just don't think with their frontal neocortex. They think with the limbic brain. Yeah, what is right? Look it the fuck up. Look up the neocortex. Watch The Matrix. Why is the main character's name Neo?
Because it means new. He's new Jesus.
And it also represents the neocortex, where you express higher order thinking. You guys can do a simple YouTube search to really go down the rabbit hole. Jesus was an anarchist. YouTube search that.
Wait, how would you know if Jesus was an anarchist if you've never met him in person?
Whether you believe Jesus to be a historical, factual character or a allegorical symbol, when you truly analyze the esoteric teachings of Christianity, you understand that he was a true anarchist. Okay, Ricardo Esquidit. Yeah, cute
Ricardo
name.
Esquidit.
Yeah, you like Lil Pump? All your degenerate music?
I'm his brother.
Okay.
Ricardo Esquidit.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, big man, pull out the mute. Oh, I'm so fucking sad.
I'm not gonna drop my... Look, folks, the last time I dropped an email in a chat, I got signed up for gay porn websites, so I'm not doing that. Too many trolls.
That's something you'd be interested in.
Too many trolls. What's wrong with putting your dick into another man's ass that is supposed to dispose of feces?
So, like, what changed you? Like, what happened?
So, has anyone heard of this word that I'm going to type into chat? Because this is another thing that they don't want us to know about. Has anyone heard of that word?
Tantra. You mean like a frozen biome, like full of snow?
Like, yeah, like snow?
No, snow. It's a sexual practice.
Oh, well, what's that?
I thought that was like an island.
No, like I know it, Tantra, but like it's an area with lots of snow and not like lots of aliveness. It's like a snow desert.
Yeah, I'm actually not familiar with that use of the word, and yeah, I would say I'm familiar with tundra, but those are two different letters, tantra, and yeah, it's essentially what Overlord just said. It's essentially what Overlord just said. That's a good way to simplify it, Overlord.
What did he say?
He said yoga sex. It's you use conscious breathing techniques. Ejaculation is not the goal. I mean, folks, you can actually have what is called an implosive orgasm as a man. One of the books that woke me up to this phenomena is a book you can find online for free called... Sounds like what?
He said gay porn.
Homosexual pornography.
It's essentially having an orgasm without ejaculation.
Yeah, so like something up your ass.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're done. I mean, fellas, in case you didn't know, I mean, your semen contains the vitamins and minerals that can create life. So it's really not the best idea to just go skiing to the moon every fucking day.
Just asking, why don't you like, you know, have people jacking off every day?
Someone asking for me? Like,
because it decreases your vitality and your cognitive functioning and your spirituality.
So, okay.
It's another thing. Why do you think the porn industry exists? So that people will continue to waste their seed.
But the more you masturbate, your testosterone levels spike after a while after you do it. People who don't.
Yeah, that's a total fucking misnomer, bud. Tell that to an MMA fighter, jackass.
Harambe,
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on
sure.
ethnic nationalism?
His name has Harambe. His name
Classic
literally has
divide and
Harambe, and
conquer.
he's so
you can
irrelevant.
identify with the tribe, so to speak, but that's just classic divide and conquer. These are just perceived differences between humans that are used to divide us and rule us. So we need to get over that kind of stuff, and we do need to respect our differences. But it's like folks. I live in Dallas, Texas, and here, just down the block, every 3 or 4 days a week, there are a group of black Hebrew Israelites who go out and just spew bullshit out of their mouths. What I like to call verbal diarrhea. And they preach about prophecies and how the white man is the devil. And I'm gonna go up next to him next time with a butcher piece of paper that says divide and conquer, and just point an arrow the direction that I want to stand next to them. Because it's just total bullshit. It's divide and conquer.
But like, why don't you like
if you told me that you were God, I would say that, yeah, you have the potential to attain a higher level consciousness if you align your perception with truth. Homosexuality, in essence, there might not be anything wrong with it. It's the way that they're forcing it. In like the San Francisco Gay Pride Parade, you can look at all the big corporations that change their logos on social media to rainbow thumbnails for the month of June, Gay Pride Month.
What about like?
I mean, there's so many caveats to it.
Just asking, what about how like gay people are trying to turn new boys into girls and transsexual?
That's totally fucked up. I mean, children don't have that type of sexual interest. And now there's stuff like transgender story time. It's totally degenerate, immoral, and it's driving us into further bondage.
Could you please tell him that I truly believe that I am God, though?
If Ricardo's kid says to you, I believe I'm truly God, and he wants to
He's not gonna get it.
So should I just go on doing what I think God should do? Like, I can order people around and kill people that are non-believers and, like, ask them if that's moral.
Ricardo can say whatever the fuck he wants. He has a word that was popularized by the rapper Lil Pump. That alone warrants a murder. Okay? I mean, if you follow that type of shit, you're brain dead.
Tell him I'm actually Little Pump's brother. Like, I'm actually him.
You absolutely
The music industry is run by Jews.
Kush, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's a very good rabbit hole you could follow. Leor Cohen, the tall Jewish man who runs the hip-hop industry.
I think God has a sense of humor, though. Let's be fair.
Created a guy like him, yeah.
Yeah, a god that is a he. Yeah.
Exactly, I'm a male, I'm God.
Let's go ahead and tag gender onto the creator of the universe. The creator of the universe has no gender. You can't hardly define the creative force that governs the universe and that put us all here.
I'm a guy.
And you can't put a race on it either.
No, though.
No, the Twin Tower. In case you guys didn't know, World Trade Center building number 7 also collapsed on September 11th. And it's what's called It's the most notorious false
Controlled
flag
demolition.
event. Exactly. That's 100% correct. It's been proven by engineers.
This guy
Even Donald Trump.
watches.
There's
I
footage of
guarantee this
Donald
guy
Trump
watches
saying
Alex
that there was
Jones.
explosions
Not
in the
for me.
lobby
He just watches Alex
of
Jones.
the
He just
Twin
fucking believes
Towers.
everything he says.
And people still want to believe the mainstream narrative.
You were at like the friggin' Target the other day, and some dude was blaring
The
Alex
same-
Jones as loud as possible.
These false flags are tribes. I'm not saying that the people who died deserve this.
He believes in everything Alex Jones says.
Yeah, Raph is good.
Nope. Yo, Raph, I just want to say thank you so I could say something.
I mean, look, folks, everyone in the universe understands the difference between right and wrong. It's just a matter of how brainwashed you've become.
So the terrorist.
Is that a good answer for you? Because, again, it's a quite complex thing, because objectivity is a matter of the subject.
Usually.
But the terrorists are not real.
Yeah, thanks. But there is such a thing as objective truth. And if you don't think that, you're following the worldview of moral relativism, which is
Can someone
immoral.
ask Harambe to give me another chance and to unmute me?
So, Harambe, Ricardo wants you to unmute him because he wants you to give him another chance. Will you be willing?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, this is my first time on the server, and I gotta say, pretty nice.
Mine too. It's epic.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it, little pump.
Okay.
Like an hour.
The way that I feel is I feel that I am God. I feel that I am genuinely God, and I feel that as if they're not
You can go
believers,
ahead
I
and
don't
let him
feel
know he's
honored.
muted again.
I can't.
Yeah. That's
being
total
serious. Wait,
degeneracy.
Did he not say that he believes that you can become God? He literally said that.
Draylock, I'm glad that you have enjoyed your time thus far. It's about time for me to go out and run some errands.
Alrighty, man.
Like, get another Bible.
Yeah, you take care of
You gotta go.
It's quite funny how he asks for another chance, and what comes out of his mouth, folks, is verbal diarrhea in the form of
Funny that he says I get another chance, and he doesn't really give me another chance to speak what I feel.
And yeah, you're right. God does have a sense of humor. That's a good quote from Voltaire, the philosopher who was